Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. In this video we are building a what are we building? It's it's like a Cape Cod style house, I guess. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. I think it was just over 60k, which isn't too bad. And yeah, I really enjoyed this build. It took me just over 2 hours, which is pretty quick actually for me. And yeah, as you can see right now, we're just adding the roofs. The shape was originally going to be this L shape, and then I was like, that's just not going to happen. So I decided to make it quite small. And the Sims that are going to be moving into this house are going to be gardeners. They're going to be roommates. So one's a gardener and one's a, I think that's going to be kind of like in the new free career we got. I think the stylist. So yeah, as you can see, the house is just taking shape. Now I looked up pictures of these kind of houses, just for inspiration, and this is pretty much the exact version I looked up, and it was actually in The Sims as well. So if you think it looks familiar, it might possibly be like you might have possibly seen it before. But yeah, I'm just adding a second floor, and I'm doing it in the roof, which I think that's what makes it sort of Cape Cod. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Yeah, I kind of regret the color scheme I chose. Sort of very dark tones. I would have preferred to gone lighter because most of my builds aren't quite dark. Um, but yeah, I mean, it turned out all right. So the floor plan's pretty weird for this house. There's only 1 bathroom and it's downstairs because there's hardly any room upstairs. Um, so yeah, the downstairs has got a bathroom as soon as you walk in, and then I've done, the 3 standard rooms. You've got your kitchen, you've got your dining room, you've got your living room, and the furnishings actually, I really like the living room. I really like how it turned out, and then the outside's quite nice. I did a little bit of terraining, and then a little gardening section, which is quite cool. As you can see, I'm just repositioning the house to add the trees and stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Adding a fence in, and oh yeah, I added this new base game fence, and I had no idea it was in the game until I started using it. So I've used it now, and then I accidentally put it on the roof. But yeah, adding some columns on the sides of everything, which I think columns really do help in the game. If you want to sort of make something look more complete and less blocky, yeah, they really help. And yeah, I never use these sort of fence gates in the game just because they're either too small or I don't know. I just don't think they're very good. So I always just sledgehammer a bit of the fence out so it looks like there wasn't a gate, but it's just more of an opening, which is quite nice. But yeah, I just added the little gardening area outside with the flower arranging kit from Seasons, I believe it was. So the gardener's going to be doing a bit of flower arranging, a bit of gardening, etc., etc. But yeah, the house. I was going to use the Seasons foundation, but then I decided to just use the base game one. I think I changed a lot of things on this house. I was really experimenting with sort of colours and furniture and things like that. So yeah, it might look a bit weird. And also, I added this sort of fake chimney, but it was a bit wonky, which I quite liked. But if that bugs some of you, then I'm sorry. But yeah, I was going to add loads of these base game windows all around the house, but I decided to use the Seasons windows a bit later on, just because I really like the sort of the way they look. And the base game windows, I hate how these swatches for the windows, they're not consistent. It's really annoying. But yeah, I'm using Seasons ones instead. So yeah, as you can see now, I'm just adding the floors into the house, and I don't know, like as I said before, I was experimenting with this house quite a lot, but it was quite difficult to sort of figure out the style because like from the outside it sort of looked like a farmer's house, sort of with the gardening, with sort of the roof styles, and yeah, but I just wasn't sure how I'd furnish it, so I just sort of furnished it how I think the Sims who were living in there would furnish it. So like, imagine they moved into this farmhouse, sort of, it was a bit run down, and they sort of renovated the inside, and I mean the inside isn't by any means like modern or sort of yeah, like it doesn't have the sort of renovated style, but I imagine when they moved in they made it sort of quite homey but in their taste. And I think I built it for 2 girls, or a boy and a girl, but yeah. Yeah, I always forget to add the trash can, but I managed to put that in, and oh, did I put in? Oh, I just realized I forgot to put in a TV, which is like the most important item in the Sims house. Oh, wow, I actually forgot that. Okay, well, if you guys download this house, you're gonna have to add a TV in yourself. Apologies about that, but there's a place on the fireplace. There's like a shelf. It's one of the cats and dogs fireplace where you have to use the 9 key to put the TV on. So if you want to add a TV in that spot, you have to put testing cheats on. So you would do Control Shift C, then type in testing cheats on, and then you should be able to just press the 9 key to raise an object up, which you then use the TV, and you could make it really nicely on the shelf. I think I took a screenshot actually, so we might see my mistake. But yeah, as you can see, I added all these base game windows, and I wasn't really happy with how it turned out. So then I changed them all to seasons windows, because they're really cool and they're quite nice. And plus, I think with The Sims 4, it's really difficult to know which windows to use because of the tiling system in this game. How you only have one panel, and some windows just look like they should fit in one tile, but they don't. Sometimes across two, or vice versa. When you have a one tile window, but it should cross two, or two tile window should cross one. It's so difficult because sometimes you end up with really mixed max houses, and like you have to make the house bigger by one square, to make it even, to then add the window you want. It's all very confusing. But yeah, I mean that's why I made the switch. But I'm doing the floor plan now, which is actually really easy. I added the stairs in the middle and just built around it. So there's a bathroom to the right there. I thought it'd be cool to add an archway going through to the kitchen, and then upstairs was really difficult to add a floor plan. I was like, literally when I went up, I was like, like this is gonna be more difficult than I thought. And I would have quite liked to have a landing space on the second floor, but that just wasn't gonna work. And I tried modifying the house, as you can see, to incorporate that, but I just thought it looked stupid. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna just ignore it. We're gonna just hope for the best with this tiny landing, literally a 1x1 tile. But yeah, adding the lights in, these are my favorite lights in the game. These sort of shells. I think they got them in a free update, and they're my favorite. But yeah, adding walls now. The bedrooms ended up having a really weird, elongated shape, but I managed to fit a double bed in both, which is quite surprising. But it might be a bit of a cramp, so I haven't play tested this house, so if it doesn't work, apologies. But yeah, just saving the game. Always save your games, guys, because honestly, the amount of builds I've done, and they've just been completely deleted because my PC froze, or there's this really annoying thing sometimes when you're on a loading screen for so long, and you don't know whether it's going to load or not. And one time I left my PC on all day to see if it loaded, and I remember coming back from school, turning on my PC, and the loading screen was still there, and I was like, well, great, that doesn't help me at all. But yeah, we're adding this cool little outside area. I never do this. I never add sort of outside areas on the front of houses. I didn't actually do anything to the back. I really need to start working on my gardening, on my furnishing gardens, because I always just forget. But yeah, we're deciding on the colour of the house. And my last house build I actually did, which was on the channel, I made green. So I was like, right, we're going to do complete opposite. And I think we went for brown. But yeah, that's the fireplace I was talking about. And it actually lined up really nicely with that chimney, the fake chimney I made. So yeah, adding this. Oh, I was torn between the sofas as well, and I think I went with one from Cats and Dogs. I believe it was like a green one. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, I always find when I'm watching speed builds of some other creators, they always change their mind, and the thing they've replaced is worse than the thing they've originally built. So let me know what you guys think, if you thought maybe, the brown was a mistake, or I don't know. But I really liked how the living room turned out, and I never used that sunflower painting. I think I used it twice, maybe 3 times in this house. I think there's a sink I use in this bathroom, which I had never used before in the game. It's really traditional, and I've never touched it before. So this is the first time I've used that object actually, which is quite cool. But yeah, adding a painting now. I always those ones of the buildings look really, really cool. And then trying to find a perfect rug was a bit difficult, but if you want to size down an object, I don't know if you know this, but you press the square bracket keys to make an object bigger or smaller, and you used to be only able to make objects bigger, but now you can make objects smaller, which is really good for carpets, or what else is it good for? Some debug objects are just huge. Actually, no, some tables. God, some tables are massive, and it's really nice to size them down just to make it a bit less size. But yeah, that's the sink I was talking about, and yeah, I'm not sure how I feel because I had a really modern toilet but a really traditional sink. But I'm imagining the sink was left in there from the last owners of the house. So yeah, one bathroom, not too big. I got some laundry day stuff in there because I thought this is a big ass bathroom. I've got to have something else in there. So yeah, I really liked how the living room turned out, and it's a really small house. Like, don't get me wrong, it's tiny, but it's it's got a really nice feel, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I really also with these counters, they're really nice, but they don't have a corresponding bar, and I really wanted to incorporate one in the house, but they didn't have any bars, and the bar they have, which is sort of similar to this, is 4 spaces long, and I just like, well, no one's gonna have a bar that size in the house, you know. But I just like these cabinets as well; they match really nicely. So yeah, adding the essentials, microwave, dishwasher. Do we have a rug? I think we did. Yeah, that's my favourite side table. I think I said that in the last video, but that's one from Cats and Dogs. Honestly, Cats and Dogs was such a good pack. Like, we got pets, which was really good. I know loads of people wanted horses, but I don't know, I wasn't too fussed with them. I didn't have the pets expansion in Sims 3. But I don't know, I just, like, what's the point if we don't have open world? And, like, we really need a big farm world, you know, if we want to have horses, then it just wouldn't have worked with Cats and Dogs, with the Brindleton Bay, which is actually my favourite world, I think, or Salmash, you know, one of the two worlds. Yeah, I really like them. But let me know what your guys' favourite world is. A lot of people actually hate the Get Together expansion, and that is like my top 3 expansions. I just think Winterberg is such a good addition to the game because I think it's the biggest world we have. It's huge, and like, I really like the sort of modern Tudor style. I just think it's so cool. Like, I can't build in Tudor style homes, but I just think the world is awesome, and I use it all the time in my Let's Plays and just my own gameplay. And San Machino I use quite a lot as well. I build a lot of apartments, and I just think the whole apartment system. That's literally when I first got the Sims 4. I was like, right, we have to have apartments, because when I had the Sims 3, I played I think Late Night. I think that was the expansion with apartments, and that was my favorite. It was my only expansion I got, but it was just like, yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, what are we doing now in the house? Are we doing upstairs? I think I'm distracted, or just not focusing. But yeah, I think I was just trying to work out what the best place for a bed to go was, and it was quite annoying with the windows how they weren't very symmetrical, but I sort of made do. And then yes, they went for a nice cool green theme, and this is the room for the gardener. You know, green as a plant. I thought it was quite cool. They have a desk, which they could write books on gardening or something like that. But yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to incorporate a desk somewhere in the house, considering we don't have a TV. Yeah, so what else are we doing? We are adding a desk. I think, oh yeah, that chair. I've never really used that chair either. And then we use the Get Famous bookshelf because I really like the mid-century modern style. I'm thinking about doing a mid-century modern style house for my next build because I really like it, and I think I've only built one house, and it was as soon as Get Famous came out, and it was rubbish. It was so bad. I think I deleted it or just gave up because I couldn't do it. So it'd be cool to try again. And yeah, onto the last bedroom, which is like the thing about these small houses is they go by so quickly when furnishing. But I must say I prefer building to furnishing, just because for me it's just a bit tedious. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think of this house. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see the mid-century modern thing I was talking about, or whether you want to see like a starter home or I don't know, like a mansion. I've never really built a big mansion, but it'd be cool to try it. And yeah, this I got the little vanity which came with the vintage glamour pack, I think. But yeah, I think we're coming onto the screenshots soon. I'm really happy with this house. As I said, it turned out really nicely, and yeah, if you guys could make sure you leave a like on this video, just saying you liked it and things like that. And yeah, I think I'm gonna sign out. So hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are, and right, I will see you very soon. Bye.